I knew fame and fortune would come to me at some point in time.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty darn
Yeah,
exciting.
I've been thinking about this whole thing. I just this is we are coming to this really late in the game. Other people have been doing these streaming events all
Colleen
week long. It's
Waterhouse.
Colleen, and so we've that's Colleen Waterhouse.
Jeff, Jeff Leeds, is that you?
Who knows?
And Sawbridgeworth?
No, it could be somebody else. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, look it.
Tom.
It's Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hey,
How are you today?
I'm doing fine, Steve. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
It's a really big day. We all put on our pants and our shoes, didn't we?
Yeah, I was just out weeding in the garden.
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and start here, and this is Patrick Diamond. I've always said Patrick Diamond instead of Diamond,
Shame on us.
but anyway,
It doesn't matter much to anybody.
yeah, right.
It's all good.
So Patrick is from Elgin, Texas these days, but we know him from both Seattle and also from Anchorage, Alaska. We recorded in his recording studio in Anchorage, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy what he does a lot. So
Pleased to have him join us.
yeah, we're going to start off with a song that I wrote it for a songwriting contest, and it was kind of a miserable experience in that Kristi's bass crapped out on us when we were supposed to play it, and I was already nervous about the whole thing, and I just
We were in the finals with this song.
yeah, I thought I have gotten so I like the song a lot better than I did, because a lot of times if I write something that is, it feels contrived if I'm being pushed to they give you a theme and you're supposed to do that. But anyway, so here it is. This is called They Have Harmony. 2, 3, 4. He was out on the road, found a bottle ring. It said live and love, it said dance and sing. It said out in a box with a note that said, someday I'll be home, keep that thought in your head. We'll have harmony, we'll have love. We'll have harmony, and we'll have love. He was in San Francisco, found another ring. It was gold with a diamond, a pretty little thing. He sent it out in a box with a note that said, thought in your head. Just a second. You guys need to mute,
Please.
please.
I just heard the plane that just went
I
overhead.
just heard something really loud there. Somebody. Yeah. It's
I think we all need it.
okay. Ha ha ha. Isn't this fun?
Now that's funny to have.
You're still not muted.
We can mute her.
That's right, I can do that. I'll do it myself. There. Now they're muted. I gotta remember I have the power of that. He was in San Francisco, found another ring. It was gold with a diamond, a pretty little thing. He sent it out in a box with a note that said, put this ring on your finger so you will remember. We'll have harmony, we'll have love. We'll have harmony, and we'll have love. We'll have harmony, we'll have love. We'll have harmony, we'll have harmony, and we'll have love. Now she's out on the road with her diamond ring. They play guitars and both of them sing. They have harmony, they have love. They have harmony, they have harmony, and they have love. They have harmony, they have love. They have harmony, they have harmony, and they have love. They have harmony, they have harmony, and they have love. They have harmony, they have harmony, and they have love. Yes, they have love. Okay.
Thank you.
So now Patrick's going to play you a song.
Unmute.
That's right. You're right on it.
Okay, I wrote this just after moving to Texas. After 27 years in Alaska, I moved to Texas, and it's an odd thing. I think it's I have this theory about how the rotation of the Earth works way up there near the Arctic Circle. I think you age differently, and so when I lived in Alaska, even at 50 years old, I was still a young guy. And I moved to Texas, and suddenly I was old, and that was perplexing for me. So now that I was an old guy, I thought I should probably write a song that told my whole life story, because I'm sure you'd all be interested in that. So I wrote this song. So hang on, it takes about 45 minutes. So. No, not really. It takes about 3.5 minutes, which was a little disappointing. Thought there was more. On my first job, I picked up trash. Got to drive around in a big yellow truck. I love that truck. All day long, we emptied garbage cans. Yeah, but every hour that I did, I made $3. And I said, life is good. Life is good. It don't always smell like it should, but life is good. Life is good. Life is good. I don't always do all I could, but life is good. And the very first time I really felt alive, it was a bright sunny day and I was singing out on the street. This line of passerbys stopped and listened to my songs, then dropped their dimes and dollars in the case down at my feet. And I said, life is good. Yeah, life is good. I knew true love. I was looking at my baby girls, and I knew right then and there, man, I would give my life. I would give my life so they could have this crazy world. Life is good. Life is good. It don't always look like it should, but life is good. Yeah, yeah, life is good. Life is good. I don't always do all I could, but life is good. It don't always look like it should, but life is good. Life is good. Life is Thanks.
That was nice. That was nice, Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah, life is good, and after all these years, we, not just Steve and I, but you too, survived driving in freezing weather, didn't we?
Yeah, it's kind of it's I just I remember a lot of days driving in on ice and snow, and we worked in not only in Alaska but in northern BC and Alberta,
Yeah.
and so and it's kind of funny. You just mentioned this, and I just get this image in my mind of a big truck going by and snow blowing up against the windshield and not really, and just being blinded momentarily, by,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
We
this
had, we had this deep freeze down here a couple weeks ago or a month ago, whenever it was, and I had the idea once that I'm going to go to the store, but it was frozen outside on the street, and I thought there is no way on earth in Texas I'm going to go out on the streets when there's ice on the road, because it would just be like a skating rink out there. Whereas in Alaska, it usually snows at the end of October, middle of October somehow, and it usually snows a lot. And it takes us one day to everybody get their sense about them, and then go out and we slow down for one day, and then we're back up to speed limits by the next day. So everybody is so good at it up there.
That's right. Yeah, you get so that you're good at it. I just I always like to tell about Kristi, about waking up in our van and Kristi's driving, and I look out the windshield, and you can see the headlights reflecting off the ice on the highway. I look down at the speedometer; she's doing 60, 70. And it's like, it's like
Go big.
yeah. Gotta get there. It's going.
Yeah.
You can't slow down. But we always did. I've often thought that was something of a miracle that we always got where we're going. We've never been involved in a major accident. Never had that happen. Things have always. I don't know how that works. Anyway, so you're gonna sing this next song.
Yeah, this was recently written. It was 2020 songs that came out of our last road trip before COVID locked us all down.
Right. And Kristi always likes to say it's one of those songs that I wrote while she was driving. It's. So you ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 4.
The radio's fading. I just let it fade. Then it comes back on. They're talking about Jesus driving in the freezing rain. It wasn't too bad when we passed Twin Falls. At least it's not snowing. It didn't slow us at all. Driving in the freezing rain. Driving in the freezing rain. Trying to get back home. Driving in the freezing rain. We're thinking about our friends who we stopped to see. We wonder if it was them. Would they keep on going? Driving in the freezing rain. There's a truck stop ahead. We need to stop for gas. While I'm standing there, someone's talking about snow and driving in the freezing rain. Driving in the freezing rain, trying to get back home. Driving in the freezing rain. The windshield's frozen. I can't see anything. Just some kaleidoscope patterns. I hope everybody knows we're driving in the freezing rain. Driving in the freezing rain, trying to get back home. Driving in the freezing rain. Driving in the freezing rain, trying to get back home. Driving in the freezing rain. Yes, we're driving in the freezing rain. Hello, Vivi, and hello, Lynn Swanson. We're glad to have you with us.
So, Patrick.
Well, not that it's important, but just another weather-related thing is we used to book out we lived in Seattle, and we'd book out in Helena, Montana. And driving in Montana is just different. It's distances are huge, and there's no speed limits. But coming back from Helena one time, we were coming through somewhere, I don't know, the vast ranges of Montana, and I kept noticing all these trucks parked off the side of the road, and seemed like they were parked off the side of the road. And something happened in the car that I needed to stop. And like Kristi, I'd been going 75, 80 miles an hour, and I hit the brakes to stop, and nothing happened. Nothing at all. It just kept going. And so it freaked me out. So I did get myself, so I was stopped, and I opened the door and got out and fell down. And while I was down there with my cheek on the road, I realized that there was like an inch of ice underneath it. It's called black ice. And so we've been driving 80 miles an hour on black ice for I don't know how long, and somehow didn't die. So there are angels somewhere out there. So okay, so. The old man sings in the choir songs he learned back in his youth, when the world seemed all on fire. Songs of promise, songs of truth, and nobody knows what brought him here. No one will ask anytime soon, 'cause it's just nice to have another tenor voice, one that can carry a tune. When they sing hallelujah, hallelujah, so nice to see all of my brothers, my sisters, so nice to be in this room. Yeah, they sing hallelujah, hallelujah. Something pulled me off my burning ship, and not a moment too soon. He does not have much use for words. He'll gladly speak if spoken to. He likes to chime in when he thinks he's found some funny point of view. There was a dream that stole him blind. There was a love that broke his heart. He found something that would ease the pain, and that's what tore his world apart. They sing hallelujah, hallelujah. So nice to see all of you brothers, my sisters, so nice to be in this room. They sing hallelujah, hallelujah. Something pulled me off my burning ship, and not a moment too soon. They say, take your regrets, those things that you've done, let them go like brave little sparrows into the light of the sun. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So nice to see all of you brothers, sweet sisters, so nice to be in this room. Hallelujah, hallelujah. God bless the ones who did not make it to shore. God bless those of us who do. God bless the ones who did not see the shore. Hallelujah. 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 Thanks.
Here too.
Yeah, that was
Seeing Patrick, but I've got to go.
All right.
Thank you for joining
thanks
us.
for stopping in for a little while.
You know, I really enjoyed it when I was at the lodge and enjoyed this as much. Patrick, so
And what lodge is that?
It's here in Gig Harbor, Washington. It's
Uh,
Yeah.
Gig Harbor's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
in
It's
Seattle, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm from Seattle.
Oh,
Richmond Beach.
lived in
May I
Edmonton.
comment?
Yeah, yeah. But we'd go up to Edmonds and fish under the ferry dock there. So, and Mukilteo.
Good.
Can I make a comment?
sure.
Yeah.
I really like a lot of your chordings,
Oh, good.
Lynn,
Yeah.
Lynn
your
is,
song.
Lynn is
and
an
your
excellent is an excellent singer. She's
Beautiful voice.
yeah.
Thank you. I'll mute now.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna do a song about bar life in Alaska, and of course, you know quite a bit about that. You know, one Alaska can be kind of a treacherous place in that there seems to be a real alcohol culture there, and I don't know. A lot of it could be because that was how I was making my living by.
We had a bar's eye view.
I mean, what do you think about it? But that nonetheless, there were some interesting things about that. That we played in Ketchikan, and we stayed at that. The first night we got there, the guy who owned the bar we were going to play at put us in a really nice hotel. We were about on the 5th floor, and I looked out the window, and I saw there was a bar right across the street from my hotel room, and I saw some guy getting knocked through the door. There was a swinging door. It was like a Western movie. This is our first night in town, right? And we're going, wow, that's kind of interesting. And then it was very shortly after that we were in our hotel room above the bar. We were directly above the bar, the entrance to the bar, and
It was a nightly show. If you wanted to watch the show, every night somebody got knocked out cold and hauled away in an ambulance.
yeah, it was a pretty strange kind of thing. And so anyway, as a matter of fact, while we were there, there was a riot. We didn't see this. We heard about it. It was really a lot of excitement. And what it was between the Filipinos who were working at the cannery, and was it the fishermen and the
Yeah, it looked like a race riot to me,
it may well have been.
but it was definitely drunken
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. So anyway, about a year ago, I was going through a bunch of cassette tapes that I had, and dumping them. They were song roughs. Where I'd started a song or in this case, I had completely finished this song. And this tape on one side was me working on the song and putting the chord progression together and working on the lyrics, and the other side was the completed version of it. Now Patrick worked in bars in Anchorage. How many years did you spend being a lounge musician in Anchorage?
I still played all the way until we left. But the economy changed. So when I first went up there, I played 7 nights a week because it paid a fortune for us to play 7 nights a week. When it changed so that I'd go out to Glen Allen or Golcana or Gakona and spend 3 days on the weekend. So they'd rock Friday, Saturday, and Sunday out there. So there was a lot of that going on. And then just as I moved down here, I was playing up at Talkeetna and Forks and those places, and that was 2 or 3 nights a week out in the hunting lodges and snow machine lodges and stuff. So I played all the way up till the end. At one point, I had a little one-man rock and roll show with a drum a drum machine in my Strat, and I would do 4 hours without stopping because if you're gonna get them, if you want them dancing, you gotta just keep them dancing. It's harder to get them started if you quit. So
I don't think I could do that again if I tried.
Yeah, it's probably took its toll on my posture.
Yeah, well, what was your voice like after doing 7 nights?
It's a weird thing. My voice could do that just fine. I took voice lessons, but I killed it when I was singing on the street. And Roland Wyatt, who taught Manhattan Transfer, he taught me some stuff that I could recover my voice by the next night easily. It still happens. My voice doesn't give out on me. So
That's amazing. Well, that in Ketchikan we were playing 8 hours a night.
Yeah, that is hard.
And yeah, my voice. I mean, my voice is fairly hardy. I don't generally lose my voice, and I just don't. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore. But I think about it. It was really incredible what we did do. It was.
Well, it doesn't seem like you'd take too many gigs that did that. It'd be like that one. And
that was the only one that we ever did that was like that.
It just shows how smart you are.
One of the things that I really liked about Alaska was that the days off were so great. Going fishing, or somebody would always take you on a plane ride or a boat ride, or something like that, and or go chase the reindeer around the tundra. It was for us. Now you spent a long time there. You were there for how many years?
27.
27 years. Yeah, you were there for a long time, and so we were the typical carpetbaggers. I'd go up there, stay for a little while, and then get out.
You were there for 6 years.
But it was really, those years were really great years. Anyway, so we're gonna do this song now. This is called "Blood in the Streets of Ketchikan." It'll give you a little look into what it was like during those
And as a
years.
caveat, this was in the 80s, and Ketchikan has turned into a much more touristy town now without all this bloody barroom stuff.
Or so they tell us.
Well, there aren't loggers. It was a kind of a battle between the loggers and the fishermen and the natives.
Yeah, but now that Trump gave away the Tongass National Forest, who knows? Anyway, Blood in the Streets of Ketchikan. 3, 4. John Paul, he's a dealer. He's been a friend to me. Sometimes when I get restless, he takes good care of me. Sometimes when I get lonely and there ain't nobody cares, we'll laugh and drink till sunup. He tells me what's out there. John Paul says there's murder, but there's not much robbery here. 'Cause nobody cares about money, and there's too damn little fear. Last night there was a riot down in front of the 108. Inside the bar nobody noticed, 'cause it just happened too damn late. in the streets of Ketchikan. What's going on here? What is that? I think he's.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Blood in the streets of Ketchikan. You see anger in the street. If you don't, you should know by now. Blood never comes for free. When you see blood in the streets of Ketchikan. When a logger has a day off, he's been sweating all damn week. He's got muscle and he's got money and a will to celebrate. He may not have a family, or they may live way down south, but believe me, he don't give a damn what comes out of his mouth. He's just another midnight rider, another logger in the street, loves to hear the sound of fists busting another man's teeth. Believe me, there's no innocence, and there ain't nobody cares, and he don't need no reason. Better watch out where you stare. There's blood in the streets of Ketchikan. You see anger in the street. If you don't, you should know by now. Blood never comes for free. When you see blood in the streets of Ketchikan. Fisherman on a bar stool, that is a logger on the prowl. He says, boy, I don't like the way you look, and he busts the fisherman's jaw. Then there's something about someone's mother, and a logger takes it bad. You can hear him swear from across the bar, you broke my chainsaw hand. There's blood in the streets of Ketchikan. You see anger in the street. If you don't, you should know by now. Blood never comes for free. When you see blood in the streets of Ketchikan. You see blood in the streets of Ketchikan. Yeah, there's blood in the streets of Ketchikan.
Lynn back in?
Yeah, Patrick, remember that time you were in the middle of a song at the open mic and I muted you? You just got your revenge. That feedback was pretty amazing, I've got to say. Anyway, so sing us a song, Patrick.
Lynn's in the waiting room.
Lynn's in the waiting room. Oh, Lynn. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. There she is. There she is. Now you're me.
When we start talking back and forth, I forget to.
I know. I do the same thing. I do the same thing, and of course, when we're talking back and forth. But that was incredible.
Although, is it that you can hear an echo, or is that what gets you? Because I wasn't making any noise. I was just sitting here.
Oh, well, that's really weird. But it made an enormous noise here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be a feedback kind of thing, that
Yeah.
a little noise here,
And it could,
butterflies flapping their wings.
well, another thing that it can, yeah, it could be the reverb that I'm using to some extent, but the reverb doesn't do anything if everybody's muted. Let's put it that way. I mean, I guess it was you, because
Yeah.
when you muted yourself, that did it. Hello, Sarah.
Welcome, Sarah St. John.
Sarah is a really marvelous musician. She always has a great band, you know,
Thank you.
so you might have actually seen Patrick somewhere. He was in Seattle back in the 70s, and now he's in Texas, Elgin, Texas, and he spent 27 years in Alaska. And we recorded in his studio in Alaska.
Sarah was a teenager in the 70s, Steve.
She was a teenager in the 70s. Oh, really? Well, not all the way through the 70s.
Yeah.
Really? Just a sweet young thing. Oh, that's terrible, Steve. Behave yourself. Anyway.
We were there in 78 and 79, 80.
Yeah. Well, I know that Sarah was in Seattle then, because we recorded at her husband's studio, and we recorded our first CD there. Well, anyway, so Patrick, sing us a song.
Okay. I am riding on this melody line with all its ups and its downs, all its beginnings, all its ends, all its twists and turnarounds. There is time I hold on to, there is time I subdivide. It all becomes a sweet, sweet song that sings me through my life. Rhythm is a remedy, so loving is a cure. Rhythm is a remedy, so loving is a cure. Thanks.
Beautiful.
How did it get switched under this? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, if you are the host, you have the option of spotlighting someone.
Yeah.
There again, it's like muting and unmuting. You have to remember to take the spotlight off of people, otherwise, when your turn comes up, they're going to be the one who everybody's looking at. I've made that mistake too. Hosting that open mic has been a real education with Zoom, and it's kind of funny now. You think about it, I don't think it's gonna completely go away, but it's not gonna be the same after everybody's vaccinated and after the pandemic has slowed down. Of course, you're in Texas. Texans are tough, and they don't care about the pandemic, right? They would rather die than wear a mask.
I don't know. I don't go out and ask them. I don't go out anywhere.
You don't gotta ask.
I'm letting them take it. It's all going to sort out amongst them, and then I'll come out later. So.
Hey, man, what's with the bare face?
Yeah.
Really, you learn how to behave in cultures that are like that, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you're I don't know, about Alaska, Anchorage is a different animal in Alaska. It's Anchorage is actually a lot like Tacoma or Spokane. It's the same size and has
Right.
the same kind of shopping amenities and probably the same kind of housing and everything. But the one thing about it is that it's the hub. Everybody goes through Anchorage if they're going anywhere north of Ketchikan and Juneau. Or Haines, that's it, Haines. Did you ever play in Haines?
I've been to Haines. I never played there.
Oh yeah. So did you play very much in the Southeast?
Not that much. I played in Juneau, Sitka. I think that was it. I played the Millennium 2000 in Sitka.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Where did you play in Juneau?
Is it Red Dog or something?
Red
Oh,
Dog.
the Red Dog Saloon. Okay. Yeah, we played at a place called the Bergman Hotel, and it was run by an Irish family, and I mean they were really Irish from Ireland. They weren't just Americans with an Irish heritage,
Uh-huh.
and there were other Irish people in Juneau at the time.
Yeah, but we could go on.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know when the last years you were in Anchorage, but it was interesting. You could see it instead of the incremental kind of change you see in a city like Tacoma. It changes, and they put up a mall here or they do something. Alaska from year to year would just bloom in different ways. Like they'd build big highways going this way and big developments and skyrise and big buildings downtown. And it's the process of development through the 90s was just head over heels. So it changed completely from when I went up there to when I left. It was
huh.
wild.
Yeah. Well, people used to talk about, we'd run into, they would talk about the 50s in Anchorage,
Yeah.
and how it was a small town there and how it had gotten bigger. Well, okay, Kristi's going to sing you a song now. We recorded this song actually on our last album on Windows. It's a traditional song.
I had learned it for a memorial service for Dennis Dossie. I don't suppose anybody here knows him. For his mother, and turned out when I looked it up on Wikipedia, it seems to have been published in a hymnal first in 1805 by a freed slave. And as you probably know, if you're a folkie, those old gospel tunes had code words in them, and the word Jordan referred to Harper's Ferry, which is where slaves were escaping to. So I reckon it's not necessarily about death, but about freedom. Wayfaring stranger, travel through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going there to meet my Father. I'm going there, no more to run. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. No dark clouds will gather round me. I know my road is rough and steep, yet future feels like just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to meet my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only gone over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm only going over home.
Woo-hoo. One of the
Ooh,
best.
very nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Woo, woo.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you, Sarah.
Mhm.
So Patrick, what do you got?
Let's see. I love that song. I played that song for a long time. Wayfaring Stranger. Although I never knew it was code words, if that's what you call them.
I really liked playing it with Gen, because he had a really nice. He had been playing it for a long time. Actually, he has a really nice guitar part on it, but it doesn't do me much good because he's. I think he's in St. Louis now, either that or Michigan. He's visiting family. So no Gen. He's going to be gone. He's going to be gone until the middle of summer, you know. It's like, anyway.
I had there's a lady I was singing with, and she had a hard time with harmony. She couldn't sing harmony at all. So I told her I'd help how I can. So I used that song and put 3-part harmony on it, and then broke it all down and gave her all the different parts, and so I could sing the melody and she could sing the harmony, and then it was fun. The song is just so great when you load it up with all sorts of harmonies. It's a beautiful thing. wish I had a train on an endless rail, a strong engine that would not fail, thump of the wheels rolling down the tracks, over my shoulder, never looking back, whistling through the forest, through the prairie grass. This time of life was never meant to last, so sure and steady through the mountain pass. I wish I had a train on an endless track, on an endless track. I wish I had a ship with a mile of sail, a westerly wind that would not fail. I'd chart a course out of these seas, away from you, away from me. Spread these wide wings, glide on the wind. I'd never have to come back here again. I'd never have to hang on to this rail. I wish I had a ship with an endless sail, an endless sail. I wish I knew an angel with a healing touch to cool these feelings when they get too much. Help me remember some of my dreams and help me forget some of these scenes. Bring some healing when the way is rough. Help me be stronger, help me be tough. Show me the way beyond these blues. I wish I knew an angel to help me through, to help me through.
Nice. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was great.
That's oddly disconcerting to end the song and then I'm just big me on the screen. It's like, what?
Yeah, well, so, do you want to? I thought that maybe we would do. You don't have to tell me.
Oh, fine.
Want to do that?
Sure.
So this is a newer song that I just have I've been enjoying playing it. That's
Hold on.
and yeah. Three, four. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me I know how it goes down. They see you stumble just a bit. Next time they see you falling down, you see the circle and vulture sweep above you in the sky. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I know how it goes down. Sometimes you see a speeding train. You find you standing on the tracks. Though you intend to get away, you find you can't move back. You don't have to tell me. Can't tell you how many times I watched the thing go sideways. How many times I found me crawling from the wreckage. How many times you ask me how to step aside when you see the bullet coming? I can tell you when I see it. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I know how it goes down. The train is rolling fast toward you. You know it's gonna knock you down. The engineer blows the whistle, but you're frozen on the track. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I can't get out of this hole. I've got the time to dig, so you don't have to tell me. I can hear the cops are coming, sirens raining on my ears. You don't have to tell me. I never read directions, so I guess I got it coming. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me.
Thank you.
I can screw it up all by myself.
Don't need me to help.
That's right. That's right. Anyway. So, how much time do you have, Patrick?
As much time as there is. I mean,
until, well,
But don't say until.
I have to stop for dinner around 5 o'clock. So,
and so it's like 3 o'clock there.
It probably is. I can't see any clocks in here.
Oh. So that tells the story right there. He doesn't even have a clock. Time? What is time? Really, what is it? It just kind of drifts.
Well, you're ready to go. You want to do another song?
Sure.
Good.
Oh, so is this an hour? Was it going an hour? Is that
that was
original intention
is
and it's up to
hypothetically
1 o'clock here.
But it doesn't have to be. I don't think we have never been like, oh my God, our hour is up. We have never been like that. It's always been like, whatever.
So I'll do a song and then you'll do a song, or do you? I think it'd be nicer if you guys just closed it out if you needed to close rather than me do one.
Oh well, we don't have to close. That was exactly the point I was making. But
okay.
But if you want to close, we can't. How do you feel, Kristi?
I'd like to hear another song from Patrick, and then maybe we could do another.
Okay, so
yeah.
I guess that is what we're going to do. You do a song, and then we'll do a song, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Colleen and Tom for
Vivi.
And Vivi, and there were some other people who dropped in. It's been lovely having everybody here. I hope that
the Waterhouse one.
Yeah, that's Colleen. Yeah, that's Colleen and Tom. And I hope that everybody has found some entertainment in spite of the fact that there have been a few glitches here and there.
Oh, could I just tell a silly joke about time?
Sure.
Please do.
Okay, you made me think of it. A bunch of people outside marching, demanding. He said, "What do we want? Time travel. When do we want it? Irrelevant."
Well, thank you, Lynn. That's we all needed a good laugh, right? Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself and leave you to it, Patrick.
Okay. I was left on a doorstep, 1952. Family that took me in and raised me up, struggled like most families do. Struggled to keep us in clothing, struggled to keep us fed, struggled to teach us their simple truths and keep a roof over our heads. But every night around the table, with those years flying by, we take a moment of silence, hold hands and close our eyes, and we say grace in the toughest times, grace in the darkest hours, grace raining down from the sky up above. There was grace, and we were in the arms of love. I was left on a doorstep in 1986. I had found something that would ease my pain, but it nearly killed the soul I tried to fix. Somebody left me at a meeting hall. Good folks took me in. They held me up, they dried me out till I could find my way again. And every night around that table,
cry. That was very beautiful words. Oh, very deep. Yeah, thank you.
Do you ever feel guilty when somebody tells you that? You make me cry. It's just, you know.
Everyone is welcome to their opinion.
Right, yeah. Anyway, it's thank you guys for coming, and thank you, Patrick, for joining us today. It's been great listening to you, and it's been a good time for us. So, we're going to do this again on Sunday night, and Kristi and I, we're good. What we've been doing is doing the same set once on Wednesday at noon and once on Sunday at 7.
Yeah, part of the purpose of this is to try to remember the songs that we would otherwise forget through all this COVID seclusion. But this is one that's come out of COVID seclusion. This is a new song, and this really speaks to me of the changing of the season.
Yeah. So here we go.
Steve wrote this, of course.
Yeah. So how do you remember a brand new song?
Yeah, good question. We'll see if I can.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay.
Sunrise comes on frosted feet, awakens me from dreams. New starting light, the silhouettes of urban rain town scenes. We're waiting in the darkness, came creeping with the light. People waiting for their bus to put their dead in flight. It's a harmony of season, a harmony of day. There's harmony of sunlight dawning, chases night away. Sunrise here on frosted feet brings promise to the day. As birds chat with the joy of light, night skittering away. Where nighttime hides, I do not know when day has come to me. For when night is all about, I only dimly see. It's a harmony of season, a harmony of day. As harmony of sunlight dawning chases night away. Sunrise here this winter's day will not be here too long. The earth is in the turning now, where day must run along. Nighttime, time of different sound, will linger on and on. I will wait in urban sound for sunrise frosty dawn. It's a harmony of season, a harmony of day. As harmony of sunlight dawning chases night away. It's a harmony of season, a harmony of day. As harmony of sunlight dawning chases night away.
Nice.
And so that wraps up our Wednesday Wednesday just afternoon. It's a noon concert. That's what it is. It's a lunchtime concert, right? You're supposed to eat lunch while you're
Yep.
listening. Is that what the deal is?
Great way to spend the lunchtime.
Well, thank you,
Okay,
Tom.
thank you,
Thank you,
Tom.
Colleen. Thank you, Ling. Thank you, Vivi. And thank you, Patrick, for beautiful music.
Patrick, very nice listening to your music for the first time. That was great.
Thanks.
There,
Thanks.
yeah, me too. Could I make a comment that's relevant to music, but not us?
Okay.
Does anyone know who Brandy Carlisle is?
Yeah.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
She's Austin City Limits has come back, and it's on that not Channel 9, but the other PBS station, TV station, and it comes on at midnight. And she's going to be the featured person this Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Wasn't she in the Go-Go's?
Yeah.
No.
No. She had the gift. Her song was The Gift.
Okay.
She used to busk down at the farmer's market. She's from Ravensdale.
Oh,
At the,
okay.
yeah, and she's fantastic. And her band, she stuck with her band the whole time, but she's big. She's sung duets with, everybody, Sheryl
Yeah.
Crow, all kinds of people. So she's really made it. Down to earth person.
And just recently, they had the 4 women get together.
Yes.
Mandy and her. What's it called?
Emmy Lou.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, Lynn.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks for having me.
No, that
You
was
too.
fun.
Thank you for being happy.